Bu bizningki Uyg'urlarningki Sharqiy Turkistonda bo'layotgan ahvollarni nurg'un odam biladi, nurg'unlagan axborot vositalarimi bu haqda xabarlarni ishladi.
Many people knows what's going on in East Turkestan, the Uyghur region, and many media outlets also had a lot of news and articles about the situation.
Lekin o'zining kechirmishlari orqali, oilasining kechirmishlari orqali bo'lib o'tgan ishlarni bir hikoya shaklida bayon qiladigan ishlar bak jiq emas.
But there are not a lot of stories that are from the people who experienced the thing and the story of the families and the individuals who actually experience the situation.
Kechiring. Meningki aslida bu chet elga chiqib yashash oilam bilan unda planimiz yo'q edi. Ammo 2016-yilning oxirida boshlangan Uyg'ur rayonidagi keng ko'lamlik tutqun meni oilam bilan yenib chiqishga, yoki mandaqcha aytganda qochib chiqishga majbur qildi.
Originally, my family and we didn't have plans of going out to foreign country and start a new life here. But after the mass arresting starting from the late 2016 forced us to escape to another country and live here.
Endi bu jarayonda nurg'unlagan voqealar yuz berdi, nurg'unlagan ishlarni boshdan kechirdik shu yenib chiqish jarayonida.
During the process, we experienced a lot and a lot of things happened to us.
Anadan keyin mening yaqin do'stlarimningki ular ba'zilari shoir, yozuvchi, artist, san'atkor. Bularningki men shu yenib chiqishning oldi keynida, yenib chiqayotgan mezgilda orqadan qo'lga olinganligini o'z ko'zim bilan o'zim bevosita ko'rdim, uningga shohid bo'ldim.
A lot of my friends, including poets, writers, artists, I saw them, I witnessed them being taken away to camps before and after I escaped from China.
Pasportlarni tatib olgan ahvol ostida munoyat zo'r qiyinchilik yo'liqdi. Anadan keyin oila bo'yicha yenib chiqish butkul bizningki shu jarayonimiz nihoyatda bir agir to'qay bir jarayon bo'ldi.
We faced a lot of difficulties before we escaped because the government took our passports away, and the process of taking the passports back, taking the visa, all of those are really difficult for us.
Amerika qaytib kelgandan keyin dastlabda biz turmushni yangidan boshlashga majbur bo'ldik.
After we escaped to the US, so first of all, we were forced to start a new life here and start all over again.
Bu biz uchun bir qadar osonga to'xtamadi, chunki bizda unda tayyorlik yo'q edi bu yerga chiqish.
It wasn't easy for us too because we didn't have a plan of doing this at all.
Shunga men dastlabda jiq bir narsa yozmadim. Asosligi matbuotlarning ziyoratini qabul qilib, u yerda bo'layotgan ishlarni bayon qilib berdim, o'zimning kechirmishlarimni.
So at the beginning, I didn't write a lot about the experience, but I received interviews from different medias and talked about what happened.
Xabarlar ishlandi, men to'g'riliq, ba'zi hujjatli filmlar ishlandi. Bir turkum mening hikoyalarim kitoblarga kirgizildi.
There were news about my story, there were documentaries, and there are also books that are included my stories in there.
Lekin o'tgan yili 2021ga kelgan chog'da ba'zi medialar, ba'zi jurnallar meningki o'zimning kechirmishlarimni bir hikoyalarimni yozib berishni talab qildi. Shuning bilan men bir turkum hikoyalarni yozdim. Maqolalarni.
Oh yeah, but last year some medias they invited me to start writing about my story. So I wrote some stories and articles about my experience.
Andan keyin buni Joshua Freeman deydigan nihoyatda munavvar bir tarjimon, Princeton universitetininki tarix o'qituvchisi Uyg'ur tilidan ingliz tiliga tarjima qildi. Shuning bilan bu Atlantikda e'lon qilindi bu maqola.
And a historian from the Princeton University called Joshua Freeman, also an awesome translator. He translated all my works from Uyghur to English.
Bu maqala shu Atlantikda e'lon qilingandan keyinmi nayti nurg'a odam ko'rib ta'sirlanganligini aytdi.
After the article was published in The Atlantic, a lot of people reached out to me and told me how they were impressed by the article and felt the same as us.
Andan keyin hamda mushu hikoya asosida men 2012 yildan tortib, ya'ni Xi Jinping taxtga chiqqandan tortib, toki mush Amerikaga kelgichi bo'lgan jarayonlarni bir kitob qilib yozdim.
So based on this article, I wrote a book starting from 2013, where Xi Jinping started to be the president of China, to the whole process of escaping to US.
Bu kitap kelar yili 3 ayda 11 davlatda 10 xil tilda nashr qilindi.
And this book of mine is going to be published in 10 countries in 11 languages next year, starting at March.
That's fantastic. Well, one of the things that I wanted to ask you about is, I know as Uyghurs have been more open about speaking out against the repression, that the Chinese government has grown more assertive in trying to silence them abroad. So I wanted to hear a little bit about the response to this. I know in the US and in the foreign press, you're getting this award. It's been largely positive. But have there been any efforts to silence or to intimidate you from speaking out going forward?
Mesela Uygurlar özünki hikayesi sözleşkenden aktif çeteldelerdə. Lekin sizni mesela bir kuş sizni to'xtatib baqqanmi bu xil so'zlashdan hikoyalarni so'zlashdan?
Albatta, men dastlabda Amerikaga kelgandan keyin 2017 yili 11 oylarda Wall Street jurnalga intervyu berdim. Ayolim ikkimiz bo'layotgan ishlarni Uyg'urlarga qaratilgan cho'ng tutqun irqiy qirg'inchilikni so'zildik.
Of course, in November of 2017, me and my wife, we gave an interview for the Wall Street Journal.
Andan keyin 2018 shu 2010dan keyin yana bir necha axborot o'rinlari medialar meni ziyorat qildi.
And followed by that, there's a couple of news medias that also interviewed me.
Shu chaqda Jungoning saqchilari meningki ayolimninki WeChat orqali bizga message uchur yo'lladi. Sening yo'ldashing bunday ishlar aralashmasin, balki matbuotlar xabar qilmasin, andan keyin Amerikaning hukumat taraf uyushtirgan faoliyatlarga qatnashmasin deb.
Right after that, the Chinese police officers, they reached out my wife through her WeChat, and they basically told us to stop giving interviews to medias and stop working with government and basically just be silent.
Lekin biz endi buningdan qo'rqib qolmadik. Ham so'zlashni davomlashtirib chunki bizning so'zliginimiz rost, biz bo'layotgan ishlarni so'zildik. Shunga yana biz davomlashtirib bu ishlarni.
But we didn't frighten up by this. We continued talking about what's happening, and we continued sharing our experiences because we believe that what we're talking about is truth, and truth should be told.
Shu jarayonda hamda meningki ayolim bilan ikkimizninki oilasidan 6 odamni kampga akirib ketdi. Hamda bu ishninki bizningki bu yerda matbuot so'zligimiz bilan munosabatlikmi emasmi biz uni uqmaymiz.
And after that, 6 people in both me and my wife's family were taken to the camps, and we're not sure if it's related to our interviews here.
Thank you, Tahir, and I think that's partly where the same concept I think Steve and Yoon have brought up, and then Julian you have talked about, which is, they don't tell you what the red line is. They just point it to you. And on top of that, they also create this atmosphere of the gray area of, you might be physically, as you said, outside of Hong Kong, but we can still get to you, and you don't know the ways in which that we can take control and silence, individuals as well as media by the threat that they are posing sort of over you.
Hongkongның сыртыда болсымы саңа бір xil әрхил васылар белән сені қорқытыш yolu бар буларның келеді.
Şundaq, bularning har xil choralari bor. Sosyal medialar orqali tahdid soladi. Bizningki u yerda qolib qolgan urug' tuqqanlarimizni go'ro'ga ilishni tahdid soladi bizga. Agar sen u yerda manda faoliyatni qilsang yoki medialarga maqola yozsang, sening ota-onang va yoki urug' tuqqanlaring yaxshi bo'lmaydi deb gapni silib qiladi, ammo bu bir xil tahdid shaklida shunda bizga u uchur keladi.
Right. They will threaten us. They have multiple ways of threatening, and one of which is to threaten us by telling us that our relatives back in China will be arrested if we talk to medias and share our experience. That is, they do it smoothly, but the threat is real there.
Well, thank you again, Tahir, for joining us. Thank you for writing your story. We're looking forward to your book coming out, and please do make sure that you share with us. We'll share with our members and audience and us as you continue to tell the story. Thank you so much.
Rahmat Tahir, sizning kitobingizning kelishini qarshi olamiz.
Rahmat aytaman sizlarga.
Thank you all too.